They say curiosity can get you in trouble, but in this case, it was ignorance. A man stood in his own front yard, calmly working on his Wi-Fi router, when suddenly police cars pulled up. Why? Because his neighbor, known for making trouble, had called 911 on him. But when the cops checked the truth, the entire neighborhood was left stunned. Stay with me, because what happens next is something you need to hear. It was a quiet Saturday afternoon when Marcus, a young tech entrepreneur, noticed his internet was down. Since his router was outside on a utility box, he grabbed his tools and began making a quick fix. He wore a t-shirt and jeans, humming a tune, just minding his business. But across the street, his neighbor Karen peeked through her blinds. She frowned, whispered to herself, and immediately dialed 911. There's a suspicious black man messing with wires. He doesn't belong here. Minutes later, police cars screeched to a stop in front of Marcus's house. Officers rushed out, hands on their holsters. Marcus froze, tools in hand, confused. "Sir, step away from the box," one officer demanded. "Officers, this is my house," Marcus explained calmly, showing his ID. "I'm fixing my own Wi-Fi. You can check the address." But Karen stormed out, pointing. "He's lying. He doesn't live here. I've never seen him before." The officers checked Marcus's license and house documents, and then their jaws dropped. Not only did Marcus own the house, he owned the entire block of properties. He was the landlord, renting out several homes, including Karen's. The officer turned to Karen. "Ma'am, you called us on the owner of your own home. He's your landlord." Karen's face turned pale. Neighbors had gathered, whispering in disbelief. The humiliation was instant. Marcus simply shook his head. "Next time, try asking before assuming." The cops left, the crowd dispersed, and Karen hurried back inside, embarrassed beyond words. Meanwhile, Marcus went back to fixing his Wi-Fi, proving once again that respect and truth always win over ignorance. And that's the story of how a false 911 call turned into the most shocking lesson for an entire neighborhood. If this story inspired you, hit like, share it with friends, and subscribe to the Hidden Chapters for more real-life inspired stories that will leave you thinking long after they end.